Still getting used to it.
And bear in mind, yes, she has 2 major titles, but Martinez, she only has 3 titles overall.
Big player, big time player. She loves the big stage. She plays her best tennis when it matters the most. And again, as Lindsay said, when you're a defending champion, it makes a difference. Sometimes it can be a hamper, but I found it. I own the place, okay? You know, you got that strut going, and you know it's new for her, but still. You can play by memory, and you can, it can make you play better, and hopefully that'll be the case with Naomi here.
Yeah, and it's also hard to defend a Grand Slam title when you know you haven't played your best tennis for a few months. Right. And today, it's not an easy task against Magda Linnete. Magda Linnete, she's won 9 matches in a row. She's coming off a title win. Interesting reading about Osaka's year. 8 of her 10 losses have been to players outside the top 20. These are the matches she has struggled to get through this year. If she's able to get a few matches under her belt, get into the second week, look out, but she really needs to prove herself this week that her tennis is there.
We'll take a look at her section of the draw. Obviously, the #1 seed is right there at the top. It's Linnete now, and then a possible meeting with either Coco Gauff or Tsmea Babos. I can't even begin to think of what the Osaka Gauff showdown might be like.
That would be a night match, but they both need to get there first. And Osaka, Linnete, head-to-head, 1-1. Linnete is a dangerous player. She played well last week, won the tournament. She does not give you anything. If you're not on top of your game, she will give you a fit. So this is an uncomfortable matchup for Osaka, actually.
She's an incredible player, but the one thing I want to ask you two guys, having lived the crucible of being #1 and a Grand Slam champion like she's starting to live now, she's not particularly comfortable with the spotlight. Is there anything she can do, LD, as she walks through the world as a Grand Slam champion to sort of mitigate the pressure and enjoy this thing that she's going through?
You know, there's so few people that have gone through what she's gone through. It's not just becoming a Grand Slam champion. I mean, she is a worldwide superstar now. And I think for her, that happened really overnight. I mean, of course, in our tennis world, we knew she was coming. We knew she was going to be good, but she has exploded onto the scene, backed up then with another Grand Slam. So I think there's very few who could really relate to her with what she goes through. I think it's hard for her to walk down the streets now. Yeah. And that's much different than, oh, I'm going to a tennis tournament, I get recognized everywhere. I think it'll take a little bit of time for her to get used to that. Maybe it'll happen in a year. Her personality doesn't seem to be the type that craves that kind of attention. So I think it will take her some time. I think we've seen some of that this year, just being a little bit more uncomfortable with where she's at. She's going to get used to it, though.
You know, it's funny because you're introvert, I'm an introvert, but when we won the majors, my life didn't change. When I won Wimbledon, I'm like, oh great, I'm going to get a commercial with American Express now. Do you know me? I thought my life was going to change. It didn't. Nobody cared but my family. But now, with the social media and worldwide attention to the sport, it's just so different. Everybody's in a fishbowl now when they win a major. So we can't really relate to it. And being an introvert is not helpful in this situation.
Yeah,
so.
And if she's not digging the spotlight now, wait till the lead up to the Tokyo Olympics next year. It's going to get even more intense.